All right, some people are, the importance of the Sabbath here. Just how important is the Sabbath? Now, let me mention something here. Some of you may not know this, but the first commanded assembling, in other words, I guess you could say church service, comes 2,000 years later. Where did Adam and Eve go to church? Well, what's amazing is, the book of Genesis is 2,000 years long, and finally in the book of Exodus, Exodus 12 and verse 16, you read of the first commanded assembling of people together. Actually, it was the first day of unleavened bread, one of God's feast days. But 2,000 years in history goes by before you read about the first commanded assembling together. So when I talk about how important is the Sabbath, it's more important than going to church. I can guarantee you that. Because what did these people have for 2,000 years? Where did they go to church? Well, what they had was the seventh-day Sabbath, a point of disconnect and reconnecting with God. You disconnect from your life and you connect with God. That's what they had every seventh day, every Sabbath, every Saturday, a continuation of disconnecting from my life and reconnecting with God. So it's important. All right, the Sabbath had also a beginning. We just read about that, creation. That's where you first read about the Sabbath. What's interesting is the Sabbath does not have an ending. Well, let's prove that in Isaiah 66 and verse 22. Isaiah 66 and verse 22. For as the new heaven, now let me break in here. This is talking about the millennial reign of Christ. This is after the return of Jesus Christ. This is after the establishment or during the establishment of the government of God on this earth. His reign, His millennial reign, 1,000 years on this earth. The rule of God. A theocracy is coming. Yeah. And this is what it says about it. It says, for as the new heavens and a new earth, actually this is beyond that. This is actually beyond the millennium. When you have a new heaven and a new earth. This is after the second resurrection also, I would say. All right. For as the new heavens and the new earth, which I will make, shall remain before me, says the Lord, so shall your seed and your name remain. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath day to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, says the Lord. Now, this is something you want to take note of. When something is this significant, in other words, it has a beginning, the Sabbath, creation, but it doesn't have an end. You want to take note of this. This is saying this is very, very important, the Sabbath day.